It stays capped to keep it all clean. If you ever forget which way it goes, just remember that the way that the suction catheter goes is where you want the trach. So you can disconnect the vent, connect the inline suction, and then connect the vent again. Peds for inline suction, they'll have a marking as far as the depth, and you read that depth from this window. The locking device, you want to check if you can push it in, you're ready to suction. If you're not able to push it in, it's locked. So you just lift it up, twist it, and then you'll be able to push it down again. Don't lose your cap, that way you can keep it clean when you're done. We already checked our suction machine. It's not more than 200. So if it says to go down to the double black, you're gonna get the double black into this window here. And I prefer to hold the connection. I'm going straight down until I see the double black in my window. And then I'm gonna apply suction continuously as I come out. If I need to go down again, go down to double black. And for Peds, it's continuous suction as I pull back. And again, I'm holding this on so that as I'm pulling back, I'm not accidentally disconnecting it. When we're done and we're ready to clear our suction line, we're going to use the saline bullet. Attach the saline bullet to the Y connector here. Apply suction first, then squeeze the saline bullet, let go of the saline bullet, and then let go of the suction. That way, the saline is not going to go right down into the baby's trach. We're using it to clear the line here. When we're all done, turn that off, cover that guy, disconnect, get baby back on the vent, disconnect, and then cover up all of our open spots to keep it all clean. These are good for 3 days from the 72 hours from the time that they're open. And there is a sticker inside of them. So today's Friday, it'd be Saturday, Sunday, Monday. If I were to open this today, I would put the Change Monday sticker on here. And it's inline suction.
Can we briefly go over baby CPR? Because I think I know adult CPR a lot better than babies.
Sure. So infant CPR, because again of their fat necks, we're not checking a carotid pulse, we're checking the brachial pulse. You can even feel your brachial pulse right there. On babies, a lot of times you'll feel it right there. So, you know, baby, you okay? We don't shake and shout for babies because that's shaken baby syndrome. If you're by yourself, again, cell phone out, 911 on speakerphone, you're starting CPR. It's the 2 fingers between the nipple line and just a touch below the nipple line. And hard flat surface. And it's 30 to 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, inch and a half, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and then it's 2 breaths. If they're on the vent, I say let the vent breathe for them. Mm-hmm. Some people are like, oh, the pressures. I'm like, it's okay. If they do have the artificial airway and they're getting the breaths, then you can just do continuous compressions.
So 30 to 2 is with one person?
One person.
With 2 is 15 and 2?
Yep, with 2 people it's 15 and 2, and then you use the 2-hand thumb encircling technique for the compressions.
With 2 people, okay.
So babies are mobile, I move them, and so now my hands are acting like a CPR backboard, because on the crib you would have wanted like something hard underneath them. So like the white binder, pop the white binder on the crib, get baby on the white binder for a hard surface, and it's about 1.5 inches. So for the 2 thumb hand encircling technique, my hands are now like a backboard. My 2 thumbs exactly where the fingers would go, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Breath, 1, 2. Each breath would go in over 1 second if they're not on the vent and you're doing like ambu bag. Each breath over 1 second. Compression rate is 100 to 120 compressions a minute. You guys know the song Staying Alive from the Bee Gees?
Yeah.
Darn it!
I know.
Again, I'm showing my age.
Quick
I-
question: if they have a trach but it's not attached, so and you can't get to the vent, would you amboot like 2
Uh-huh.
every 15 or
If one person, 2 breaths every 30
Okay.
compressions.
2? Yeah.
So, yep, ambu connected to the trach, breath.
If you have a second
breath.
person, they would just continuously give amboot bag breath.
It would be 1 breath every 6 seconds
Okay.
because they have an artificial airway.
Oh, I've heard.
That's 100 compressions a minute.
Oh,
But American Heart Association says 100 to 120 compressions a minute now. So this is the minimum. You gotta like look at their clothes. You can come look.
compressions.
There is a worse song. Another one, Bites the Dust, is also 100 compressions a minute. When I teach baby CPR, it's Staying Alive. Adult, I use another one, Bites the Dust.
There's that ER humor.
And it's 1.5 inches for babies. For kids, it's 2 inches. The heel of one hand, compression rate still 100 to 120 compressions a minute. Heel of one hand, although American Heart Association says if you need to use the 2 hands, use 2 hands. Child obesity is a real thing. I've had a 120-pound 3-year-old in my ER once. Yes. And so if you need to use 2 hands so that you're not getting as tired out, use 2 hands. And then adult, it's 30 to 2, whether it's 1 person or 2 people. And 2-person child CPR is also 15 to 2. Adult, when they're in the bed, I get in bed with them.
Yep, jump on top.
I know. The head, check the headboards. See, this one doesn't come off. Hospital bed headboards are meant to come off and be used as a CPR board. Because again, if they're in bed, you want something hard behind them. So if you do need to stuff the white binder under them, that white dry erase board that's in the home, get something hard underneath them. And you want your shoulders square over the person's chest, because otherwise you're going to get tired out. And like I said, in the ER we had step stools and the beds were narrower, but hospital beds, I'm in bed with them, and it's 30 and 2. And so my shoulders right over the patient's chest, my elbows are locked, and you're allowing the chest to fully recoil. So 2 inches down, and then I'm allowing it to fully recoil. And so it's 30 and 2. 1. See how much he's sinking because he's on the bed? And I keep my knees further apart because if I'm like this, I fall over because of the cushion of the bed. So it's 30 and 2.
Thank you.